EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys took full advantage, he said, of the late season bye. They are rested, ready for the stretch run to close out the regular season. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Here's Nix. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Throwing Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Fielded just inside the 20. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Hoosier, their rookie quarterback from Indiana.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Raider first down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. 1st and 10.
A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Broncos offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Pick up at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun on third down, it's Nix. And that will be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
At their own 2-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
At the 32-yard line.
On the give, Genty. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
Raiders first down.
Up the middle they go, Washington. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. So second and 4 from the 22.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
On the zone read, again to Genty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Mendoza. He'll try and do this himself. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Ooh, the juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Now it's Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
A short throw to Ingram. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's 4th down.
They're going. It's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Broncos, first down.
To throw is Nix. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's another Broncos first.
Nix looking to throw again. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Raiders' 5-yard line.
Nix to the air. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims there to make the grab. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing him here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. The Raiders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. And he's got it across midfield and in the Denver territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Genty. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Mendoza. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. It gets it right back to Mayer. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Genty. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff to Genty. Gets by him at the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
13 yards on the
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's another Las Vegas 1st down.
Back to throw. Mendoza. This is caught. Touchdown. Michael Mayer from 3 yards out. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Broncos 7.
A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a Michael Mayer touchdown grab. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Denver getting set to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Broncos.
Back to throw now on first down. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. Here's Nix once more. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he's got this down to the 35.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Broncos first down.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now second and 8 at the 32-yard line. Working out of the gun is Nix. A quick throw there is incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Second and goal.
Back to the air with Nix. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos.
Touchdown Denver.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raiders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. Mendoza now, throwing to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And a Raider first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Raiders first down.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Jordan Whitehead on the tackle.
Back to throw. Mendoza. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Las Vegas first down.
Operating from the gun. Mendoza shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. I'm here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Catch made, it's Moreau. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a run up the middle with Washington. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Shoves him aside. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense and veteran receiver Cortland Sutton getting set for their next drive. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Here's Nix. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That's another Broncos first down.
Throwing Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Nix. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. They'll try it now with Harvey.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On the draw, here's Genty.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 here.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Back to throw. Mendoza. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 34.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Denver's offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Looking to throw. Nix.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and
20. Back to throw. Nix. A short throw to Ingram.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's
Looking to throw. Nix. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Take it at the 37. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Mendoza. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's over the middle. He finds Naylor. 2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the give, Genty. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Once again, it's Genty. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Back to throw. Mendoza. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos.
Now it's Nix. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 8.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. To throw, here's Nix. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
Nix to the air. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left for being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first, here's Washington. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
17-yard line.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Naylor, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
41. Broncos 14.
on as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw is Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Broncos.
Looking to throw. Nix. And the Raiders have got him. Kayvon Thibodeau. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. They'll go play action with Nix. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Open man is Waddle, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Open man is Naylor. He's got it. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st down and goal to go.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Broncos about set to go on offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Nix from the shotgun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Off the play fake. Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Yards on the play. And the Broncos first down.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the air with Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. A credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
No gain on the
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Right back to Washington.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Washington now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw. Mendoza. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
Mendoza's pass. A.J. Cole.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Raiders, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.